everyone, welcome. So today I figured I'd do a little bit of an Eid tutorial, hence the outfit. This is not what I'll be wearing this Eid. I wore this last year, so I just wanted to do something that I did last year. So I'm gonna jump right into it, so follow along if you will. These are just my personal tips and tricks that I like to use for a very long day ahead and a very early morning. So let's get into it. So my skin is having a bit of a dry spell, so I'm gonna prime with my Smashbox Primerizer, the primer and moisturizer in one. So I only use 2 pumps. I find anything more is a little too excessive. And then, because we're going to have a really long day, I'm going to be using my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I wear the shade 2W1 Dawn, just for a really natural but long-lasting finish on the skin. So I don't know about y'all, but I always make the rest of the family late for Eid namaz because I'm always rushing. I still wake up earlier than everyone, but I'm still done last. But obviously that's because I'm the only one that puts on makeup. My mom doesn't like makeup or anything like that. So let's see how this Eid goes. Fingers crossed I won't be late this time. Another difficult part about Eid for us, or my family in particular, is that our mosque is far. So we have to drive a while away before we get to our mosque, and so we have to leave it that much earlier. So it's always a little bit, we're always on a time crunch when we're going. I'm just using a flat foundation brush to blend that out. And again, you want it to last long, so you want to pat your foundation in until it sets. My foundation does look a little light right now, but it is going to oxidize. So worry not, my friends. So my under eyes have been really bad this summer. I don't know if it's because of a lack of sleep, mixed with wedding season and the exhaustion from that. I don't know if I said allergies, but I think it might have to do with allergies as well because my eyes get super itchy. So I'm going to be using the Benefit Correcting Concealer, Brightening Concealer in the shade number 2, and it's a bit of a pinky shade, so it helps cancel out a bit of that darkness. Probably should have done this before foundation. And you can see instantly, my eyes look so much brighter. Now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I wear the shade Vanilla. It is lighter, but I like going with a lighter concealer color just to brighten up my under eyes. So just creating that V. Usually I'll use 2 different concealer colors for my under eyes just to really brighten it up, but like I said, on Eid morning, you're rushing as soon as possible while still trying to look nice for the gram. Letting it dry a little bit so when we blend it out, it doesn't completely go away. Thanks to Auntie Jackie for this tip. I'm just using my beauty blender to blend that all out. It's really interesting to see everyone's different traditions for Eid. For my family, we usually just get together wherever my grandparents are, and then it's literally just food, eating, sitting, talking, just like a regular fam jam. Then at the end of the night, everyone pulls out their $5 bills and gives it to the kids. My family doesn't really do gifts or anything like that. We've been trying to do a Secret Santa, Secret ED kind of thing for so long, but we're all just so busy. It's so hard to organize it. I know some families do actual gift exchanges, like how you see on Christmas and stuff like that. I guess it's just not something that Afghan people do, at least not any that I know. So yeah, that's interesting. And in my family, like as soon as you have a job or something, it's like, oh, your ED's cut off, like you gotta make your own money now, like easy to you. So I haven't had ED since I was 15. Now I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade Fair Light. It is pretty translucent, so I find that even though it is really light, it doesn't make you even lighter. But it does add a little bit of extra coverage, which is what my under eyes really need. One thing I do personally is always I always get together with my friends the night before Eid, and we do like our henna and stuff like that, which is really fun. This Eid, my friend's brother is getting married, so the henna night happened to fall the night before Eid. So we'll get to have fun with that and also do our henna. So unfortunately the camera cut me off. I finished setting my face with the setting powder. I used my Nude by Nature pressed powder in the shade W2 Ivory for my under eyes and the bridge of my nose, just to highlight again and set everything in place to brighten it up even more so. And then I used my all-time favorite chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced to contour a little bit. So there's that. And I used the Balm Hot Mama blush. It's a really beautiful color. You can see it looks so nice. It's like a beautiful pinky shade with a bit of like very fine gold flecks in it. So if you want to skip highlight because you find you're a little oily, you could totally do that, but I'm extra, so we're gonna go ahead and add some highlighter. So I'm gonna use the Morphe High Impact highlighter in the shade Spark. It's a really beautiful shade. It gives you like a nice glow without it being like chunky highlights. If that's your look, that's totally cool, but I prefer kind of like a highlight from within, especially for a day like Eid, when you still want to be natural because it's in the daytime and you're at a religious holy place, you know, commemorating God. Using a brush, picking some up. And look at that. Just such a nice glow. And I like that even if you keep adding onto it, again, it doesn't create that chunky highlight. It just creates a beautiful glow. Oh yeah. Bring that up to our temples. Again, hitting all the high points in our face. And a little bit on, I try to get some on the brow bone as well while I'm here. A little bit on the chin there. Cupid's bow. And then I like to use my ring finger for the bridge of my nose. So a little bit at the tip there, and the rest of the bridge here. So using my brush here that I use usually for my under eyes and other brightening areas, just gonna blend that out a bit. Ooh, nose looking snatched. So our complexion is all done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm gonna use the Lise Watier Sourcils Velours Supreme gel. I wear the shade Brun Universal. So Brown Universal. It's their darkest shade. And it's actually pretty good. It's pretty spot on. I wouldn't say it's as dark as like an ebony or a black, but it's definitely a deep brown shade. And it's very like moussey almost. It doesn't remind me of like a hard pomade or anything like that. So it's very easy to work with. But that being said, it's very creamy. So be careful with precise application. And then whatever is left on my brush, I take up to the front here. Love me my brows. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette, the third one out of I guess their collection. So that is the shade range. They're very neutral because again, we want to keep it natural. I am going to be adding a little bit more to it with some other goodies, but this is what we're going to stick to. Mine did come with the behind the scenes eye primer, so I'm going to use that to prime my eyes, and I'm also going to bring the camera a little bit closer so we can get up close and personal with the eyes. Hello. So like I said, we're going to use the Lorac primer just a little bit, and you can see that my eyes crease very easily. I just had a bit of concealer up there. I hate the noise my eyelids make. So with a nice fluffy brush, I'm gonna take the shade Canvas here to kind of set my eyes, but to also kind of use it as a transition color. Now I'm gonna use the shade Pink Nude again to use it as a transition color. So now instead of using my fluffy brush all over, I'm just gonna focus on the upper crease area here. And it just adds the slightest bit of pink into the eye. Kind of matches my scarf. Now I'm going to use the shade Clay, but I'm just going to dip in the very tip of my fluffy crease brush. And I'm going to place that a little bit lower. Now I'm going to use my fingers and go in with Rose Quartz. Now I'm going to go in with Rose Bronze here. Just lay that all over my eyelid. That is so nice. I honestly don't know if you can tell in the camera. And then using the more finer crease brush, I'm gonna go in with dark brown here, but with a very light hand. So I almost like to make a wing first in the outer corner to create that wing almost, and then take it into the V of the eye. Again, this all depends on everyone's eye shape too, but this is what works for me. So with the same brush, I'm gonna go in with Clay again. I'm gonna take that under my eye. Then going back into the dark brown, the same brush, and just again focusing that out on the outer corner. Now, if you want to keep it natural, you can just do this, eyeliner, mascara, and you're good to go. But like I said, I am extra. So I'm going to be using my Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in Kitten Karma. Super easy to use. So this is another great thing that if you're running late for Eid, you can just do a crease color, add this on your eyelid, and you're good to go just like that right away. So I like using this because you don't need to, well you could, but you don't need to cut out a cut crease with concealer. You can just go in with this and it's bright enough. So I'm just going to do that, create a faux cut crease. And then I like to tap in the center here to kind of fade it out. And there you have that, so you can see the difference between the two. This has a little bit more pizzazz in there. And then I like to keep my eyelids closed and fan myself and just let it dry a little bit so then there's no creases. So I went ahead and put on my Benefit They're Real mascara. As So you can see it looks so amazing. Again, I could stop right here and I'd be totally okay. You know, we're just gonna go ahead and add to that glamour. I'm just gonna line the top of my lid with the Balm Schwing eyeliner. I was surprised how much I like this eyeliner. It's super easy to use. I haven't used like this kind of eyeliner in so long, but again, no complaints. It dries down to a beautiful matte finish. So just a line on top, so then that way when you apply your lash, it blends in easily. You don't want it too thick. You don't want it too thin either. Well, depending on the band, because sometimes when you have a thin line and then all of a sudden there's a thick band, it's pretty obvious that you're wearing lashes. So you want to keep it looking as seamless as possible. So there's the eyeliner. Again, nothing wild, just to line the top of the lid so when we add our lashes, it looks seamless and smooth. So I have my Sophia lashes here from House of Lashes. They are probably my favorite lashes. I've worn them to my grad pictures. I've worn them to graduation day. I pretty much wear them to any occasion where I want some extra flair in my eyelashes, but I don't want it to be very dramatic or too editorial style, because it gives nice volume, but it's not too long and too obvious. So I'm gonna use my dark duo lash glue here on my lashes. I will always be team clear lash if I had to choose one, but I've been enjoying my dark lash glue lately. So I apply a generous amount there because again, I don't want it flying off through the day. So now while I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, I'm just going to finish up my lips. I'm using the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Lolita. It's a beautiful nude but not really nude liner. It's more pink than it is nude, but I love it for my lips because my lips are naturally darker. So it adds definition without it looking too obvious. So now I'm going to use the Balm Plump Your Pucker lip gloss. This is the shade Dramatize. This is lighter than the lip liner, so again the lip liner will add definition. And this lip gloss, I'm just obsessed with the formula so much. It smells amazing, it feels amazing. I think I'm just liking glosses in general because you can touch up without feeling gross and sticky and just like your lips are cracking apart. This smells amazing. I want to eat it, but I won't. If you're getting this for the sake of plumping, I wouldn't say it plumps a lot. You do feel a little tingliness, but I feel like because it's a gloss, it's going to emphasize the shape of your lip to make it look fuller, but I don't think it actually does anything to make your lips fuller. So now I'm going to apply my lashes, grabbing my tweezers, and then tilting my head back. So placing the lashes in the center, and then I like to press down the sides. So there's the look. Let me just grab my over my shoulder. And there is the complete look, all done. I don't know where this suit is from. It was gifted to me, so please don't ask me it is very beautiful too. I'm very lucky to have it gifted to me. So thank you to my friends that gave this. Very sweet of you. So an early Eid Mubarak to everyone. I hope it's a beautiful day for you guys with your friends, your family, whoever you're celebrating with. I hope it's a blessed day. So Eid Mubarak in advance, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.